Hi, this is Rose from the Bria Fritter Nursery. I am not on the farm today. I am not in the nursery. I am out on an adventure. I am in a really boggy area, which is about 40 minutes away from Sebezen. And I am looking for a very special bog moss, and that is sphagnum. Now, sphagnum is a very important moss. It creates what is known as peat moss, or tourbe in French. So peat moss is used as a substrate. It has a good acidity for many different kinds of species of moss that enjoy a higher level of acidity in their substrate. So I have come across this sphagnum species, and this absolutely gorgeous. Look how beautiful this sphagnum is. It's extremely long, so if for instance you're hunting for sphagnum and you come across a little patch like this, try and get it as deep as you can. Here I'm getting quite a big deep one, and you see how it kind of splits and there's lots and lots of pieces coming off, lots of branches coming off. So that's what you want. You want a piece that you can lay that down in your terrarium, and it might go brown, but it will grow new growth from this. It's extremely easy to clone and propagate this kind of moss. So it's also very good for if you are making a sort of boggy terrarium with Venus flytraps and other carnivorous plants. This kind of a moss as growing around, but also like as a substrate, is really good. Not only is it extremely beautiful, but it'll give the plants lots of good stuff to eat as it like decomposes, and then new growth comes from the peat moss that is created by this moss. So this is a very important moss, not only for growing as a beautiful plant in your terrarium, but also as a brilliant means of delivering the acidity and other nutrients to the rest of the moss and liverwort in your terrarium. So it's great to add this, even if the conditions aren't perfect, because it will decompose and it will become basically the perfect fertilizer for your other moss. There you go. So this is basically bog moss is what it's called. It's sphagnum that grows in the bog. So I mean, if I were to maybe dig a little bit, you see here. I mean, this is basically just peat moss. This is just, as you go deeper and deeper, this is just all the substrate that you would want and need. See that? It's just piles and piles of beautiful, amazing sphagnum. So I am collecting not only the living plant, but also the peat moss today, so that I can put it in my terrariums and vivariums. But also we sell this on Etsy as basically the perfect substrate for moss and other plants like ferns, etc., and carnivorous plants that enjoy a sort of high acidity substrates. It's really very important. So there you go. What else should you know? This sphagnum moss there's many different species of sphagnum in the sphagnum family. This one is deep shade, high humidity, and high acidity, when it basically creates its own substrate, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so I've put a little link to our Etsy shop, and you can find this as a living plant, but also as like the perfect substrate. Okay, take care from Rose from the Brieford Nursery in Sebazan in the foothills of the Pyrenees, Mediterranean, France. Take care. Bye.